Well, I think one of the main issues is the issue of mass incarceration. That hits home to me because it affects so much of the African American community. It affects our general society, but it's really directed toward the African American community, where you have so many young men and boys who are arrested, convicted, and imprisoned on nonviolent offenses. Most of the cases we send people to prison on are for drug cases. And people who are using drugs are people who have a drug problem. They don't necessarily have a crime problem. Some people who use drugs commit crime, but that's not the usual. But we've sent so many of our young men and boys to prison, it ruins their lives, it ruins their families, it ruins their communities. And it's a waste of human resources. It's also a waste of financial resources. Sending someone to prison who has a cocaine habit or a heroin habit is not going to cure the habit. And it's not going to make them a better person by sending them to prison. If anything, it'll make them a better criminal. And that's not what we need to do. So as a district attorney, I want to make sure our resources are being used to go after people who would hurt us, the murderers, the rapists, the robbers, and not after people who we just are afraid of because they don't look like we think polite society looks. And I think that's what we see a lot. And I think the only way you make those changes is be it inside something like a district attorney's office.